Hello. So today is Saturday, uh, July 18th, 2020. Um, so let's see. I guess my morning was okay. Well, no, not really, because a couple of people online, made me mad. Um, about the yelling at me, telling me to ignore the gang stalkers and stuff like that. But there are a lot of things you can't ignore, and I'm just tired of people treating me like that, like singling me out and treating me different. Like, even other so called targeted individuals have more rights than I do, you know? So it's like I'm getting all this psychological and mental torture, torment, and abuse from everybody, targeted or not, whether they're targeted or not. And so, well, not long ago, I mean, somebody had paid for me to stay in this hotel for a week. And well, this morning I tried that $35 hotel, and I tried to call them, and the lady who used to act like she acted like she used to, like she, as if she extra loved me or extra liked me. And like, the last time, it was before I went to Alabama, and went at that $35 hotel. The manager, it's like they rushed me out of the hotel. Like, they wouldn't even allow me to add an extra night or two. They rushed me out of the hotel, saying that more people were needing to come, and they probably either the lady was lying, or there were a whole bunch of gang stalkers wanting to come in or drive me out of the hotel. You know, so it's like, um when I called that hotel today, the lady was extremely nasty. You know, that same lady who was like, "Oh, please write a good review for our hotel." It's called Hospitality Inn, that $35 hotel. And she's like, "Oh, please write a good review for our hotel, and we'll give you like a 10% discount the next time," or whatever. And she acted like she was excited to have me and love me because I kept the place clean and cleaned up after myself. But then, and when I came again, they were very excited. And then I was quiet and stayed to myself and stayed in my room. But the white lady at the front, she looks like she's on drugs, and that's the at the front desk. And she was kind of like, at first she was not mean towards me, but then she was also like kind of nasty and rude towards me, So, I mean, that's why I said, people becoming a gang stalker because of behind me. Am I worth that much that you change your whole life around to become a gang stalker, but because of me? But then one lady who says she's targeted, I question whether or not she's really targeted, because she ignored me every time I told her about the rape that recently happened. Plus, when I told her about the Alex guy who told me police got me under surveillance, she tried to play psych games and laugh and say that, oh, that still doesn't mean that he's a perp. So I cut her off. But she got an attitude with me and said, "Look, you're not the only one who that gang stalking. You're not that special or whatever." And they probably gang stalking other people. So, now she's calling me, wondering why I'm not talking to her. But all she would do is tell me about how her dad is gaslighting her, and has people going through her bags, and that's supposed to be you know, proof of her gang stalking. So anyway, it's like, so those, the lady at the front desk plus the manager, they just changed on me for no reason, you know. And so the lady, the Filipino manager, she was like extra abusive and unwelcoming, like as if she must have recognized my voice when I called, and she tried to tell me with a rude, very like harsh, abusive, rude attitude about that, how they're, she was saying that they're booked and stuff like that. Treat me like as if I'm not welcome to call. So um, that's when I saw other hotels and motels. I could have gone to the one that I recently came from this past week, but 4 days would have, because of the new because I guess it's because it's summer, not because of coronavirus thing, but they said that everything would have been $518 total, you know. So that's why I didn't go there. But I found this place. I feel kind of icky and uncomfortable because, well, so far it doesn't seem like they have bed bugs, but I'm still feeling icky and uncomfortable. And everything is like old, not raggedy, but old, and seem like the surfaces are dirty. But they had a lot of Google reviews that everybody was talking about how this place was clean and stuff. But it's like the counters and stuff are dirty. But so far, I don't see any roaches or anything like that. So I don't. Trying to figure out. Well, I went to the farmers market and got me a light lunch and some peaches because somebody had paid for me, to stay in the hotel. Plus, I had a little bit extra money left over, and so I bought like $100 worth of groceries because they have a kitchenette up in here, and um, they already have your pots and pans provided and stuff. So somebody, paid for me to stay a week in here. Plus, I had a little extra for food, and me trying to buy a week's worth of food and trying to eat healthier. I mean, I bought like the they had ice cream like 2 for $5, but I don't plan to eat it every single day. I got the smaller things of ice cream, 2 for $5, and that and those little Lance crackers. There's like the like that. Those would buy one get one free. So I got those, and I got me some granola, some Ezekiel 4 and 9 bread, some a pound of shrimp, and some turkey cutlets, and I got me a little can of beans, and let's see, I got some cherries, bananas. I already got some peaches from earlier at the farmers market, and I got me some butternut squash, carrots, um, okra, and some peppers and onions, and I thought I may have had one more thing. I think that might be everything. And yeah, I think I said I got me some granola and some milk and stuff like that. And I got me a few little almond butter packets. And I got me some sea salt. So me trying to get, enough food for a week, and stuff, and trying to eat healthier, you know. But it's like I called the cab. The cab ride was only $4 because it was close, but I had like too much stuff to carry on the way back. So the cab ride was $4, and I called the first time. Let's see, I had this phone for less than a month, like for a couple of weeks. And so I thought I had, like, I usually keep my phone on silent because with my disability, I get startled easily. And so, um, I thought that I turned the ringer on, but I didn't realize I just turned the phone volume on. But I thought I turned the ringer on. And so the guy got an attitude with me and falsely accused me of intentionally ignoring the phone. And I tried to explain to him that I that this phone is new, and the guy was like, he was a black guy, and he was like heavily narcissistic and abusive and treat me like I was dumb with no sense on the phone. And I tried to explain to him that I tried to explain to him that about my um that my phone is new, and I was, I thought that I had the proper ringer on. And see, my other phone, I had, it's like if you turn the ringer on, you turning the volume up. You turn the volume up, you turning the ringer on. But this one is kind of different. It's a different button. So I had my phone in my pouch, and I was wondering why the ringer. I didn't hear the ringer, but he himself got an attitude and frustrated and canceled the ride and got with somebody else, picked somebody else up, and he tried to lie and said it was the system when it was him. Like, narcissistic abusers, what they do is they'll call you once and then yell at you and get an attitude and lie and say that they kept calling you, which he called me once, and there was only one record of him calling once, not several times, but once, and then it was just 2 minutes ago, like 2 minutes before that. And so I looked at my phone, and he, within just 2 minutes, he already said he accepted another ride. And I was trying to call him back, and it seemed like we both were trying to call each other at the same time. And I didn't realize we were both trying to call each other at the same time, and he got frustrated with me. But I mean, that was only that one time that he called and I didn't answer because I thought that I was waiting for him to call, but I didn't realize the ringer was off. So he, like my own narcissistic foster and biological family, would call once and then lie, get frustrated and then lie, and say they kept calling several times. But that guy called only once, and then when I try to call back, it's like we both were accidentally trying to call each other at the same time, and that happened like three more times. So then the flies kept attacking me, and so I went back inside and waited, and like I didn't even eat dinner yet, and it's like I waited like at least another 20 or 30 minutes, and so I realized that he wasn't gonna call back, and he lied and said that he's like, too late now, man. It's over now. Too late now. Like with an attitude, like as if I'm really stupid. And then the he lied and said that he was gonna drop the other guy off. That the other guy was nearby, and then when I when when okay, I'm like, okay, so if he is calling this other guy back, I mean, I'm sorry, if he's giving this other guy a ride, he said he was gonna call me back. So I waited a good 30 minutes, and so then I tried to call back, and he was persistently ignoring my. I called at least twice, and he was persistently ignoring my calls on purpose. So what I did was I got mad and blocked his phone number, and then I called again, the actual cab hotline or whatever, and then another driver came out, and the other driver, um he was listening to fake hypocritian music. And when I told him what happened with the other guy did, and then this cab driver ignored the shit out of me. And I said, "Are you Christian?" He's like, "Oh yeah, yes, man, yeah." and I got out the van and just shook my damn head, like, you know. I mean, I told him what I just said in this video, you know. So I mean, that and me again dealing with floods of people yelling at me, telling me ignore gang stalkers is pretty much what ruined my day today. But I mean, the upside is I have a place to live. I mean, for a week, and I'm able to have food to cook and stuff like that. So, oh, and that lady being rude to me at the other hotel and stuff. So, I mean, I'm just ever since a teenager, it's like people severely hate me and want me off the face of this earth. But then I have to hear lectures. People falsely accuse me of being mean and hateful for no reason, like the reverse. So, it's like I know it's. I think it's a. I mean, that guy called himself trying to punish me and make me wait. And I know he was younger than me. So now it's like before I started recording this video, it was like before I mean, it was almost 8:30, and so it was almost 8:30, and um, I mean, I don't like to eat this late. So if I wanted to cook the shrimp, I can't have the shrimp because I know I don't I'll end up going to bed on a full stomach. So like I mean, I drunk some lemon mint and apple juice, and I mean, the heaviest meal I had was breakfast, but I I also had like a light lunch, and then for dinner it's like I guess all I have is some doggone peanut butter crackers, you know, and or I can have the Ezekiel bread, and if I have the Ezekiel bread and some almond butter and call that dinner, and that'd be a quick dinner. So I don't know. It's just me being like just punished by everybody in society. And it's like I know from personal experience, if I'm forced to hold in all my anger and not speak it out or let it out, then I end up having uncontrollable outbursts that's even worse. So it's better for me to be able to get it out, and for somebody who be understanding and not judge or condemn me and stuff like that, or yelling at me, telling me to ignore the gang stalkers. When how the hell we supposed to stand up and fight if we're supposed to freaking ignore? So I'm gonna go now. Bye bye.